Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things narcissism, and this video is going to be the best way to do battle with a narcissistic person who is going to draw you into so many psychological warfare games that you no longer know whether you're coming or going, so that they can get one over on you, so that they can get the better of you, so that they can get what they want from you, they can get their needs met from you, and they lack the empathy to care for how their behavior negatively impacts your life. They just find a way to shift the blame over to you so that they're the innocent party in it all. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, the best way to deal with narcissistic people is don't deal with them. Walk away, leave them to it. Don't defend yourself to them. Don't argue with them. Don't rationalize things with them. Don't explain yourself to them. Don't go around telling them what they have potentially said wrong, what they have done wrong. Don't try to correct them. Don't compromise with them. Narcissistic people will set you up. They will offer a false compromise that when you agree to, and then they will use that against you so that you feel obligated into being there for them. They make you feel guilty. No matter what you do, they're going to guilt trip you to please them, to choose what they want you to do. No matter what you do, they're going to go all out to make you feel like you should be eternally grateful towards them. And if you're not, they're going to make out that you're the one with the issues, you're the one with the problem. Whatever you do right for a narcissist one day will be wrong the next day. You cannot win with these kinds of people. They're not interested in communication. They're interested in taking control of the situation to best serve themselves. So no matter how many different times you try to approach them, or different ways, or different times of the day, it's going to be wrong. You can simply just ask a narcissist, or you can simply just say to a narcissist, "Good morning," and they're going to take offense to this. They're going to ruin the day before the day has even started, just because they feel that road out. So they want to destroy things for you to feel better about themselves. So the best method to deal with a narcissistic person is don't deal with them, because you can't deal with them, because they're not interested in communication. They're not interested in openness. They're not interested in honesty. They're not interested in opinions. They're not interested in perspective. They're not interested in your feelings. They're interested in getting their own way. And they are highly manipulative people, so they will play many different psychological mind games with you in order to get their own way. So the best way to deal with a narcissist is don't go no contact. Like they are somebody you just do not know, somebody you wouldn't even say hello to if you passed in the street. Block them on everything. Block their friends and family. Have absolutely no more to do with them. This isn't always possible. So if you cannot go no contact when it comes to dealing with them, when it comes to dealing with emotional manipulators, you have to take your emotions out of the conversation, because once your emotions are out of the conversation, they can no longer manipulate those emotions within you to get their needs met by you. You have to be incredibly careful when around narcissistic people. They lack empathy. They don't respect your boundaries. So when they feel like they're not getting their own way, when they feel like they're losing control, they can up their manipulation in order to regain control. Some might play nice to try and get you to feel bad, which is why you need your emotions out of the conversation, so that you don't feel sorry for them, you don't feel bad for them when they start pity playing, when they start treating you right. And when they don't work, they will often escalate their games in order to get one over on you. They will start attacking your character to try and get you to defend yourself. So if you're all up in your emotions and they're attacking who you are, it's natural that you're going to start explaining and defending yourself. And then they've got you right where they want you, where they can stir the pot and manipulate your emotions even more to gain that reaction from you, so they can blame everything on you, so that you're the one that feels like you're in the wrong, and you then go and make it up to them. So you have to take your emotions out of the situation. You have to become emotionally unpredictable to those who could predict what emotions to touch on to get what they wanted from you. Do not react. Do whatever you can to stop yourself from reacting to them. They need your reactions. They rely on your reactions. If they're not getting the admiration and the adoration and the attention that they believe they're entitled to from you in a positive way, they're going to go all out to provoke negative ones so that they can make out that you're the bad person, you're the one that's in the wrong. And as you take responsibility for your behaviour, you're the one that's then going to be left feeling bad. You're the one that's going to be left questioning and doubting yourself. They're the ones that are going to stand there all smug and look at you and say, wow, what's wrong with you? Who put you in a bad mood? You're having a bit of a bad day. I think you're going crazy. You might need help. And you're the one that's left questioning who you are as a person and feeling ashamed. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, do not react to them in any way, shape or form. They are reliant upon these. They need these to prove that you're the one with the problem. They need these to validate that they are important within your life. They mess things up and alter plans to cause that chaos within your life so that when you try and explain it to them, they feel validated, they feel special, they feel important. They don't see what they've done wrong. They just think, oh, look, this person must really get a kick out of me. They must really like me. Look, they just won't leave me alone. It doesn't matter what you're saying in that message. That does not compute within their mind. They just sit there thinking, look, they just won't leave me alone. It's time they left me alone. They don't see what part they played. They just see that they're getting attention from you. When it comes to dealing with narcissistic people, no reaction is a reaction, and it's the best reaction, which is silence. Remaining silent. Now we can feel bad about this, especially if you've had the silent treatment used against you, so you know how it feels, so you don't want to cause that pain within another person. However, the narcissist silent treatment is a manipulation method in order to get their own way when they didn't get their own way, or to get away with something. Your silence is because you are done communicating with them. You recognize that you cannot communicate with them. You recognize that they are uninterested and unwilling to listen to you. You recognize that if you share good news with them, they have to outdo you. If you share bad news with them, they've suffered far worse than you. If you try and explain how they hurt you, they don't care. They just use that against you to hurt you all the more. So your silence is because you recognize that you cannot deal with these kinds of people. They're not interested in open, honest, sincere communication. They are very close-minded, very dishonest and very insincere people. So when it comes to dealing with narcissistic people that you cannot go no contact with, remaining silent, listen to them. Because when you listen to people, they tell on themselves, and you get a bigger picture of who they are as a person. Which is why narcissistic people try and get you to do all the talking, so that they don't tell on themselves. So when it comes to a narcissistic person, your silence is one of your best weapons against them. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments. Anything that helped you deal with a narcissistic person, please also add those into the comments for people reading through, as what works for one doesn't work for another, and what works for one can work for another. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.